Brims at the beach, representing 843. Wearing peakies, swishers, funky brims and more. You see,
Brims at the beach, representing 843. Wearing peakies, swishers, funky brims and more.
That's me.
What's up, everybody? It's Brian with Brims at the Beach, back with another unboxing and hat review. And today we're going to jump into a brand that I've been waiting for to come out with another hat for quite some time. I know there was a little bit, it seems like there was a little bit of delay, I think, in getting the latest releases out, and that's Swisher Apparel. I have a couple hats by them, love their stuff. Starting to get some of the summer releases now, the hats that are, giving us an opportunity to wear them down here in South Carolina. Swisher Apparel up there in Vermont, I think you guys are probably still got snow on the ground, just kidding. But I know you're a little cooler. I see you up there wearing jackets to baseball games, Todd, and it's a little warmer down here in South Carolina. So we're definitely looking forward to some of these summer weather hats. You can kind of see here up on my just above me, I got 3D printing out my little hat rack to put behind me. But I got the old the red hat there. I think that's the red rum, and then I have my new guard like right here. A couple swishers representing in the background. Before we jump into the review we're going to do today, though, I want to point out what I'm wearing. So, again, got me a couple Peaky hats here recently, and Ryan from Peaky Hat, you guys are doing a great job. This is the Peaky Dudley Solo in gray. Threw a little reel out on Facebook here, and they're fire. This one I did put on the stretcher a little bit. It ran a little bit small for me. I stretched it out a little bit. Man, it's like a cozy blanket now, so good stuff, man. So let's jump into this Swisher, this way to Swisher drop. So again, I think there's been some delays on this one coming out, and I know that everybody was out there busting Todd's chops a little bit on the page. It's the Oceanic, and let's take a look at this thing. So in typical Swisher style, it is a Gatsby style hat, 8-panel here. Now, he kind of went with some new nomenclature. I saw recently Todd put out on his page, he's talking about sort of changing the way that they're describing the hats. This one is now called a snub-nosed Gatsby. So you can see the brim on this. It's a little shorter. It's not quite as long. So they're calling this the snub-nosed Gatsby. So along with this hat, though, you're going to got a cool pin with this. You got a swish fish or swish shark there. It says swish on it. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. Shaking today. I don't know what's going on with that. But look at this hat. It's got beautiful blues and different shades of blue in there. And I can't tell if that's a gray color or dark gray color or not, but it looks like it's got some dark gray. It might be just a dark shade of blue. But again, as I look at this hat, it's just like the stitching on this is phenomenal. There's another one I can't wait to get on my head. I've been long awaiting this one. And we're going to get this thing here on the table in just a few minutes. Actually, let's talk a little bit about the inside before we do that. I forgot about that. So I left the paper in here because look at how wonderfully shaped this hat is. Great shape to it. Comes nicely boxed. Todd does a great job stuffing some paper in there to keep the shape of that hat. They were packed awesome. Love it. All day, every day. So let's go ahead and take that paper out of there. And let's take a look at what this liner looks like, because I actually haven't seen it yet. I did stick the pin on before the video, but... So here's our liner. So it's got that baseball cap style liner to it. Again, no vinyl decals. That's 2 thumbs up for me. Swisher stuff here. It's great. Just a great looking hat. There's the brim. There's not much to say about this. I mean, it looks solid. Just a solid looking hat all around. We're gonna get this thing on the table though and take a little deeper look at it. All right, guys, we got this laid out on the table now, and once again, this is the Swisher Apparel Oceanic that was recently released. I just got this in the mail a few days ago. I'm getting this out here, and this, again, they're calling this the snub-nosed Gatsby Cap. Tailored 8/4 crown, snub-nosed brim, and it is a poly rayon blend shell with no liner. Again, all just blues, different shades of blues. And the more I look at this, the more it does look all blue to me. And again, I'm kind of getting a little, almost snowblind here by my table a little bit, but It is just magnificent shades of blue on this. Stitching's great. We're straight down the center. You know, no off-centered stuff. Again, I love this pin. Todd, that's a cool pin, buddy. Love that. Sides of this thing look great. Nice size button on there, not too big, not too small. Great look in the back of that hat. And then lastly, of course, the inside of that hat. Again, that nice liner, or shall I say that baseball style liner, where it's not super heavy, not super thick. You know, the material on this feels super nice. This is going to be a nice wear. I can feel it. I know it is. Everything I come to expect from Swisher. So let's go ahead and let's get this on our heads. All right, guys, before we go ahead and try that hat on, I just want to remind everybody to take a few moments if you like what you've been seeing on the channel. Get out there, like our videos and subscribe. It's super important for that to happen. Helps us out tremendously. Also, check out, if you haven't already, in the live videos on the page here on the Brims at the Beach page, you're going to notice the Moose and Knuckles show. And again, that's sort of my collaboration with Reviews with Moose. A friend of mine, you know, we had a show last weekend over Memorial Day weekend. Had an absolute blast. It's seriously the fastest hour I have ever had in my life. Just hanging out with Moose. Again, we had some you know, some segments that we wanted to get through. We had a fantastic 4 where we ranked sort of what we felt were our top 4 hat makers at that point. And again, every time I get a new drop, and I said this too when we were talking about it, every time I get a new drop, there's a new drop, or I get a new mail day, man, those top 4s are subject to change. So at that point in time, you know, I had my top 4. Swisher was my honorable mention at 5. But I think it was because I was anticipating getting this bad boy in here. So we'll take a look at that. But again, if you haven't already, go out and take a look at that live video we did. I believe we're going to have another one coming up here in the next week or so. I know we can't do it this weekend. I think it will be the following weekend, and we're going to look to target an evening time slot rather than a morning. I think we did 9 a.m. Eastern, 8 Central. A little early for folks. And again, for our California folks, it's even earlier. But we did have Dr. Reimer on out in California, so we appreciate you jumping on. And we appreciate all the comments, guys. Love seeing all the comments. It's certainly humbling and means a lot when I see everybody out there commenting on our videos and our content. So, and also get out there and support some of our other reviewers and folks making content out there. I think we're all having a lot of fun with this, and you know, everybody's got a little different take on how they see hats and what they like. So certainly let's get out there and support everybody. So let's put our Peaky aside for right now. Again, great lid. If you haven't checked that out, check out those Peaky hats. Always good stuff coming from there. So let's get this thing cooking. So again, I got to put my little baseball brim on there. Oh yeah, baby. Look at that. Again, I'm going to steam this once or twice. Just give me a little extra room. You know, this thing is, I saw some people say they didn't feel it was deep enough. I feel it's plenty deep. In fact, I'm sinking into this good. I mean, it's down into my ears. You know, a little flop on the Gatsby style, which we always see that. But man, this hat is super clean. Wow. Todd, another home run. No pun intended, buddy. And it's really cool watching pictures and stuff, watching your son throw some heat up there, brother. I wish him all the best. You know, keep it going with that. And again, if you haven't checked out Swisher Apparel, you need to get to SwisherApparel.com. This again is the Oceanic. He's also got he's got a Swisher Apparel page on Facebook. You need to get out there and check that out and like his page and watch for future drops. But again, super clean hat. Love whenever you release something up there, Todd. This is good stuff. You know, again, Swisher Apparel. If I were to throw a score on this, I'm going to give this an 8.7. And I would score it higher, but you made me wait for this. We had to wait for this one a little bit. I'm just kidding, man. It's an 8.7. This one is an 8.7. It's a great fit. As with all Swisher hats that I've noticed, they tend to come a little stiff. But I'm okay with that because, you know, and Todd has messaged me in the past too. He's like, throw it on a steamer, give it a little steam, work it with your hands a little bit, and break it in. It's one of those hats that it's gonna, the more you wear it, I think you steam it a couple times, this thing, it softens up and it gets a, kind of really forms to your head. It's really formed in my head now. But again, when I steam it a couple times or just get some hot Carolina days on this and some steamy days out there, this thing is gonna fit like a champ. It already does. But I mean, it's just gonna be that next level of comfortable and exactly what we come to expect from Swisher. So, guys, Brian from Brims at the Beach. I want to thank you. Also, don't forget, please get out there, like and subscribe. Check out our Facebook page, Brims at the Beach. I'm also on Instagram, Brims at the Beach. And liking and subscribing on YouTube means a lot to us. So get out there and click those for us, and really appreciate it, guys. We'll see you next time.
Brims at the beach, representing 843. Wearing peakies, swishers, funky brims and more. You see,
Brims at the beach, representing 843. Wearing peakies, swishers, funky brims and more.
That's me.